Yeah, 10:03, right on time. Thank you, Chris, for making this happen. And I'll talk about the elephant in the room. Did everybody watch the fight on Friday or no?
Yep.
I
Did you have money on it?
No. I am not a betting man. I don't gamble because I work too damn hard for my money. But the boxing world has gone down a lot, in my opinion, on Friday night. But be that as it may, that's just my own personal opinion. I think it was a big money grab. Mike Tyson in his prime would have whooped that guy's butt. But anyway, all I heard had Netflix freezed out because there were so many people on the net. And well, that's what happens. But anyway, good morning. Welcome, everybody. I did a Fridays with Frank. And if you didn't happen to catch it, I made a statement that according to NAR, 30% out of all the realtors, 30% of the active realtors are still engaged over the holidays. I know I'm still engaged. I'm still working. And I know that if you're on this call, good morning, Sid.
Good morning.
I know that if you're on this call, you're still working, which I love. I don't know about you guys, but I've had some of my best years during the holidays. And there's multiple reasons for that. More inventory now. People are more excited about selling their home, maybe getting desperate because they don't want those two house payments or whatever the case. But I'm just so glad you guys are here this morning. Sid, I understand it's a little cold up north.
Yes, I'm actually having to drive back to our beach house to secure everything because we're having a Category 1 storm.
Okay. Tell everybody in case they don't know where you're at.
Yeah, so I'm in Portland, Oregon. Sorry, guys, I'm driving. I tried to start it. So I'm in Portland, Oregon, but we also have a beach house in the Long Beach Peninsula up in Washington.
Okay. I would assume the Long Beach has warmer temperatures than the beach house.
Well, the Long Beach, yeah, the Long Beach, Washington is the beach house. So,
got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is that where the winner circle party gonna take place?
I think we should have a winter circle retreat. We bought a place, one house on the beach during COVID, at an incredible price. It's awesome.
Love it.
Great. Okay. Hey, good morning, Pat. Thanks for joining the call.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Where are you calling from?
Denton, Texas, which is 30 miles north of Dallas and Fort Worth.
I know exactly where that's at. Rumor has it there's only two main people in life in Texas, and that's Jesus Christ himself and George Strait.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to get back to working through the holidays. I had a business workshop that I went to last week in Rockland, Roseville, I forget, up at PCAR, and Sean Kokoska was there. And Sean talked about something that should be Bible with every realtor. And he talked about you need to call at least 10 phone calls a day and talk to people about real estate. 10. Are we doing that? I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand. That is your business. But in order to stay live, I know right now a lot of the realtors are giving out. Anthony Capo, good morning. I know a lot of realtors are giving away pies. How many of you do that during Thanksgiving? Aria? Okay. It's definitely a way of keeping your 33 touch with your clients. There are some people that are really going all out. They're ordering the pies, making the agents come to their offices to pick them up so they can have a one-on-one. There's our leader right there, Nate. Nate, good morning. He's in the car.
Good morning. How are you? Good to see you, Frank.
Good to see you guys. So what do you guys do if you don't do pies during the Thanksgiving that we could all learn from, being that we still have a couple of days before Thanksgiving that you are doing with your client sphere of influence or something else?
I just check in and see how they're doing, like a wellness call.
A wellness call? Okay. Who else?
Well, I know what I teach my team on what we're doing on that Thanksgiving week is basically any kind of a touch that you do for your clients is a good thing. And I use the holidays as an example to reach out to people, say, hey, I'm wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great holiday. Just always want to stay top of mind and to touch base. And I'm just wishing you a great Thanksgiving. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. That's kind of what we do because it keeps you top of mind and you have a reason to reach out.
Perfect. Okay. who else wants to add something if you could?
Yeah, I write personal notes. I just write notes during the holiday and send them to them. My top 25 get gift cards
Oh,
along with a personal note. And
okay.
That's basically all that I do.
Okay. How many you go to the mail and you look through your mail and you get personal notes and Christmas cards? Those get opened before your bills do. I'm guilty of it. Michael, what do you do?
So I do a food drive yearly for Thanksgiving. And then, like Nate said, I reach out. To me, this is the best time, the easiest time to reach out to your whole sphere, anybody, people that you had struggled and haven't talked to for years, or you were really having a problem. What the best excuse to come back and say, hey, you know what? I was just thinking of you. It's the holidays. I want to reach out and make sure we get back in touch. So it's such an easy way back in. So I use this as a time to reach out and tell everybody, wish them happy holidays, and then I do my food drive every year.
Excellent. Good. Sid, what do you do?
We actually, that's such a misnomer. So you're right. So many agents kind of disappear during the holidays. We find we actually close more deals during the holidays, mainly because agents are not working. But actually, we get the busiest time for us is in December. Trust me, I wish we could take off, but we get more busy. People want to sell. You also got grandparents that are visiting kids during the holidays. They come into town and they're like, wow, I really like this area. I want to buy a house. And we get deals under contract with out-of-town relatives that are visiting during the holidays.
Wow.
It happens every year, all the time.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Now, this is a guy that sells 50 homes a year. How many of you would like to sell 50 homes a year?
Yeah.
Sid is the man.
No,
Sid is the man.
No. I'm part of the whole team here, but it's because of EXP that we're doing that. So
Wow. I like that. Be humble. Okay. Anthony, what are you doing anything that's special for Thanksgiving for your client?
Well, I second what Nate and Michael said too. I will reach out and maybe send a nice card to them and just try to connect. I have a client right now that I've been working with, and like they said, what's the perfect time, perfect opportunity, but a holiday to get in touch with them and try to get together with them, and there's an excuse to get together, kind of push them to meet up and talk about what they're doing for the holidays, and then we can bring the real estate, the business in.
Perfect. Pat, you got any thoughts on this?
No, not really, but man, those are some great ideas. I wrote some of them down and I appreciate it so much. Those are, just understand staying in touch and, just being part of their family maybe, and or knowing when they're making decisions like that, where they're going to get into real or buy a house or sell a house or things like that. That's great.
Good. Okay. Let's go from somebody who's in the title business. Come on, share. What do you think, Ivy?
I'll tell you what I do, Frank.
Okay, Gail.
I'm old school like Elgin. Of course, I'm a lot older than you, but whatever. I do Thanksgiving cards. I always do the holiday cards too, Christmas cards, but I also do like to your top 25.
Right.
And the Dollar Tree, you get 2 cards for $1. So it's cheap, and then your little stamp and get them out. People like getting things in the mail, especially cards.
Yes.
And then, of course, your calls. We always do our calls, but just having that thing, it's being grateful for them, and that's what the cards say.
Okay.
Simple.
Good. I love the cheap stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just, yeah, you work like you're broke. Even if you are, you work hard. And even if you got money, you still work like you're broke, because we don't know. We don't know when this market, and really it's really picked up, especially in my area. A lot of new listings, man. Okay. Who did I miss? Did I miss anyone? Claudia, I got you. Anthony, what are you doing?
You already passed me, but I can answer you again.
I'm sorry, not the other Anthony or Jay.
Sorry, Frank. I was just crashing your party because I'm still doing the medical supplies full time, and then I'm just I'm paying my dues, so I want to make sure I do a couple of deals a year. So I just like to see what I'm missing out on, seeing what's updated. So that's why I'm kind of here. And,
no, I love it, and this is really a good space for you. And just to let you all know, even though you see this handsome guy named Anthony Arifice, he's in a wheelchair. So I want you to know it takes all your excuses away. And I was his manager, gosh, back in 2006, 7. I've always loved that guy. He's just what a man. Love him.
What's up, Anthony?
Thank you. Yes, Elgin. We did our first deal together. Elgin was my mentor, you know.
I love
I'm
you.
old. I hear that a lot.
I
Yeah.
closed my first deal in 4 hours on a first open house, full cash offer. I thought this was like 25 years ago. I said, "Oh, Nate Elgin. I'm taking this industry by storm. I'm in a wheelchair. I stand out." And the lady down the street wanted me to list her house $20,000 overpriced. So I'm like, she's like, "More money for you, more money for me." I'm like, "Yeah, I love this market." And I never sold that house. And I went to Palmdale for 8 months in a Hummer. So I was blowing a lot of gas, and I never sold that house. So I learned a lot from, learning to sell real quick, and then things that you think you can sell. And yeah, it's a great team. I love Frank and Nate, and I'm glad to be with you guys, because this is like why I sell medical supplies. So whether you're selling anything, you could apply this to any job. The techniques but I love real estate, man. Real estate's a great thing. So I appreciate working with you guys that can make it through the hard times. I've seen people leave and come back. So if you could do it part-time, I've seen all the strong ones,
Anthony, where are you?
I'm in Valencia.
LA.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was worth the call right there. No doubt. So one of the things that I wanted to discuss with you a little bit more of Sean Kokoska's business clinic. And I'm just giving my personal view, and this is just my view alone. Hopefully you guys have been doing your business plan. And for those of you who have been to these seminars, I think business plans should be on 1 page and not 6 pages. Okay. I remember when Rick Jihad did it. I've been to a lot of them, and they do all these formulas and everything. I have yet to see 1-page business plan where you do it in like 30 minutes and you're done for the year. So I'm going to ask you guys this. Claudia, how many deals are you doing in 2025? I know I'm putting you guys on the spot, but you got to start somewhere.
20.
Okay. What percentage of those are listings and buyers?
70% listings.
I like that. Nice. Sid, how many do you plan on doing in 2025? Sid's offline. I'll go to Gail.
25.
25. 80-20.
20.
I love that. Sid, are you back?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I had some technical difficulties there.
Don't we all?
So I'm sorry, I got disconnected. What was the question? I'm going to make sure I'm helping you.
How many deals do you plan on doing in 2025?
Our goal is to reach 75. But also, with that being said, we want to move up market. We're seeing a shift in our market. And so our goal is we do a lot of bread and butter deals. When you say 50, a lot of our deals are like 400,000 to 500,000. So we're not like California. So we're pretty consistent, but we want to try to be moving up market to, increase our revenue.
Sid, 50 deals is 50 deals. No excuses of what you're doing, man. That is amazing.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, since we've joined EXP, we've doubled our business, and I refuse to stop. And after going to EXPCon and just meeting some amazing people, and it's just so humbling. I've really decided we're going to up our game, and just go for it. There's absolutely nothing stopping you from doing things, and if you're getting comfortable where you are, I believe that's not healthy. You should never get comfortable where you are. There's always opportunity out there. Never compare yourself with anybody. Push yourself to what you think you could do, and then push yourself even harder.
Man, I see a book coming down the road with you, Sid.
Yeah.
All right, Michael.
I have a goal, pretty simple. 12 deals personal and 40 for my team.
Wow.
For the year. That's the thing. Just so you guys know too, real quickly, this new thing CSU we have was really help if you want to build out your business plan as well. So very easy. They have a goals part in there that will help with that.
Good. Because I think we're going to have a call. Yeah, we're going to have a call next Monday. No, we're not, because of the holiday week.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to have a call on Monday, the 25th, because that's Thanksgiving week. But when we come back from Thanksgiving, Michael, I'm going to task you of breaking Susu down and how we can apply it.
Sounds good.
Okay. Arya, you're next.
Well, just to keep up with all the winners, 25 closed deals for the year 2025. So every year I can take it one notch higher. That's kind of like the slow approach to greatness. And I'm going to do 15 listings and 10 buyers. I really want like to become more dominant in Elgrove, become the listing agent. And the reason being is because the way that the pay structure is set right now, I always was buyer heavy and my listing came from my past buyers. But in order for you to get really paid, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, when I got into real estate, it says buyers are liars and you work with the sellers if you want to put food on the table. Of course, some people agreed, some people disagreed. I disagreed. I thought like working with buyers is as joyful. But I have several deals that I have been on the listing side and then or buyer side, and I had to basically set for whatever is coming at me as far as commission. It's very hard to negotiate buyer's commission when you are in a multiple offer. You have a buyer that cannot pay, and then now you're deciding if you want to move forward or not, and you're accepting 1.5%, 2%. So I think you're on the listing side, you have more guaranteed paycheck because you're driving the lead. So that's my contribution for today.
Thank you. 25. Excellent. All right. I'm going to go big. Nate.
See if I've written out my business plan. I think I'm going to be stretching a little. I'm going to try to do 40 personal. 80% of those will be listings. So, 32 listings and 8 buyers. So that's what I'm hoping for. And then 150 for the team. So hopefully the team, another 150 total for the team. So 110 for the team and 40 for myself.
Oh man, I love this stuff.
Well, we're trying to grow the team. So that's a lot of the effort that's put into it. So
okay, Anthony Campos.
Is it too loud in where I'm at Starbucks? So I just want to make sure the music isn't.
No, you're good.
Okay. Well, for me, being that I'm on Michael's team, I am shooting. Obviously, I'm shooting for 12. That's the minimum, but I would love to go higher. But currently, I'm trying to. I'm pretty fresh in the industry, but I've had one transaction this year, and I joined the team in April, and so right now I'm about to. I have 3 clients right now that I'm working with. One is a dual. It's a sell listing and I'm going to help them buy, and then I have a buyer, and I also have a listing, a land sale in Lake Los Angeles that I just acquired recently. And actually, me and Michael are going to work on that today.
Good.
We're going to work on the agreement today. So yeah, just trying to build my business up and working my tail off in that sense. And I got the best people around me, like Ari was saying. And so I'm grateful for that. Definitely have the best mentor with Elgin. Elgin's been a huge help, and Michael have been huge mentors for me, and I really appreciate them. So just grinding, trying to get on the top.
Well, Anthony, I want you to do me a favor. Commit to staying on Michael and Elgin's tail. They'll put you on a wave. You gotta stick through them through thick and thin. When things are going bad and when things are going good, because it'll develop character in you. But I can't think of 2 finer role models, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, definitely. It's been awesome. So, just, when you first start it can be daunting. It can be kind of big and but I think that the first transaction that I did was it was a 21-day escrow. So I think we did pretty good. It was pretty smooth. Not too many bumps or bruises or anything.
Good.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
good.
Yeah. So just looking forward to the new year and working with everybody and just want to kill it.
Okay. Daya, do you want to jump in the ring?
My goal is to do at least 15 transactions in 2025 because I'm a new agent. Yeah. I started my career recently in July.
Okay.
But I'm doing transactions right now. I closed 2 transactions in last month, and this month I'm closing 2 transactions. Yeah.
Good for you.
Thousand Oaks Library.
Good for you. Love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
No fear.
And my mentor is Arya. He's supporting me very well. Yeah.
Who's that? I'm sorry. Who?
Arya.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's supporting me very well. If I got any doubts or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's the man. You just stick with him.
Yeah.
Claudia, did I get your number?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I got your number. Who is on here that's not on camera, but it says Jay?
I think that's me.
John Paul Guzman.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What is your plan for 2025? How many deals?
I'm trying to scale back up. I missed most of the year. I had like a big accident in the beginning.
Oh,
So I'm hoping for 10 next year. Hopefully like half and half. I've only been representing buyers. I want to try to get into representing sellers too.
Smart. Who's your mentor? Who are you?
Michael.
Oh man. You got no worries. You got no worries. Seriously, none at all.
Yeah.
Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? There's a reason I asked that question this morning.
Yeah, you didn't say anything to me about gold or anything, Frank.
Would you like to jump in the pool?
Yeah, certainly. I have a long way to go, but I'm going to take it off and do as best I can. I'd like to do a baker's dozen, 13. And I haven't never done a transaction, but I am going to list my house as soon as I get my license active. So there will be one. And then I'm so humbled to be here to hear someone say that they're going to do 40 real estate transactions. And every one of those people that I just saw were so confident. And I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah, but that's great. And yeah, Texas is Jesus and George Strait. You got a lot of that right. So, but I'm so happy to be here, man. You guys are great.
Hey, I just want to encourage you, set your limits high. When we joined EXP and then they talked about the Icon program, I thought that was completely nuts. That a single agent, our husband wife team could actually do that. And our first year, we missed it by one deal that got pushed out by 2 weeks. So I just want to encourage you, surround yourself with winners like this and jump on.
Yeah.
Hey, love you.
And it will push you and help you to think bigger than what you thought you could do before.
Pat, who's your sponsor?
Chris is who I've talked to, and I've talked to you once or twice on the phone, but Chris called me this morning and asked me to be on here.
Chris who?
I don't even know. I don't know his last name, to tell you the truth. I don't have a mentor. I talked to you one time on the phone.
That would be me.
Yes, there he is.
Hey, Pat.
Are you the one that's trying to sign up?
Yes.
So he's in your line.
I did not even know that. That's awesome, Pat. Well, welcome aboard. Make sure you sign that contract before you go to bed tonight.
Okay, I did. I just have to get the second part. I've done the first part. I got to get the second part done.
That's awesome. That's great. All right. So there's a reason I asked that, you guys, is because all of you are thinking too small.
No, I already doubled mine.
Yeah, I know that a lot of you are going through, I'll just say it, a lot of shit right now. You're going through drama with your family. You know, some of you are not looking forward to Thanksgiving next week because you got to be at that family outing for 3 hours and you run out of things to say at your family. You know, I've been there. Some of you are dealing with sickness. Some of you are in a wheelchair right now. Some of you are really going through a lot of crap, depression, whatever. We're all human. We're all flawed. But what this business has taught me is if you surround yourself with the right people and whenever people tell you, oh, you're just trying to make all that money. Let me tell you, I've been broke and I've been rich. And let me tell you, rich is a lot better because you can deal with stuff because you can just write a check and you can take care of that problem. But what we do is we don't have enough money and we sit there and we go home and we think, how in the hell am I going to pay that bill? All of us, we have the IRS issue. You don't even have to say anything. We all do. We all have to pay these quarterlies, especially if you're incorporated running your own business. And that's why I wanted you to stretch. If you have a plan of doing 10 next year, that's BS. You can do 20 to 25. I'm shooting for 20 next year, and I've never done 5 in a year more than myself. But being that I've been surrounded with the EXP leadership, it has forced me to make calls, to look for different ways of doing business. So I want you guys to think and put a 0 at the end of every goal that you wanted to hit. If you wanted to do 10, do 100. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a guy who works part-time, who's a part-time realtor. He's going to do his 28th deal this year, and he works as a ROTC recruiter. Now, that's a very, very good job for all your contacts. But I said, what made you do what you did? He goes, Frank, I have no other choice. No excuses. My wife hates me. My kids hate me. And I need my relationship back with my family. And if this is the way that I can do it, then I'm going to do it. And I go, I'm here, brother, with everything that you need. This is what I love about our group. And guys, there are so many more in this group that won't even take the time that you did to get on this call. Oh yeah, I got to hear about the same old crap. Build your business, production. No, it's more than production. It's more than production. It's being able to handle the bad news you're going to get as you go through life, of a death in the family, of somebody suffering bankruptcy, somebody suffering disease and health. Man, be the role model for those people. Okay. All right. Any thoughts before we close?
Just real quick, Frank, when we were talking about how during the holidays, just wanted to bring up too, I brought up, and I think a lot of people were talking about, hey, this is what I'm going to do with my sphere, and this is what I'm doing with my, potential clients and people that I'm working with.
Yeah.
Don't forget your network. Don't forget the other agents that you're working with. Don't forget your title reps, your affiliates, and everything like that. Those are all just as important. That I think a lot of, not everybody's always thinking of. They're thinking, I got to contact this, but networking and building this and having these contacts, building these strong relationships with our business partners as well is just as important as building them with our clients.
Amen. I love that. Thank you. Anybody else really quick? Elgin, do you have something?
Yeah, one thing I would like to just add to everything that's been said so far is make sure that you stay mentally tough and that you just focus. Like I can tell you for myself, to be honest, this year, I didn't realize that it was a bad year until about July or August because I wasn't listening to everybody else. If my mentality is if there's one sale in the neighborhood that I'm working, as long as I get that one sale, it's great. I mean, it's unfortunate for other people in the business that are not producing, but you have to produce yourself. And I would just tell everybody to stay extremely focused, extremely consistent, and on the part of writing a business plan, you really need a working plan because you can write a business plan and you can look at it or you put it in a drawer, but you write a working plan, something that you're scratching out all the time, that you're looking at all the time, that you're always making adjustments for your business, and you'll be completely, and that'll help you stay consistent and it'll help you stay on track for what you want to do. So don't listen to don't like I don't know numbers as far as how many sales there's this, how many people are doing that, and what the market is doing. I can tell you what I'm doing. I can tell you what my stuff is. I can tell you when I do something, because as long as I do my part, then the rest of it falls, it really does fall into place. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Yeah. The only thing I would add to that, thank you, Elgin, for that. That's awesome. You need an accountability partner. Every morning when I wake up after I have my coffee, I have to text my accountability partner what I'm doing today. And my accountability partner texts me back and goes, that's not enough calls. Those are the kind of people who you need to have as an accountability partner to stretch you. Like I said, I'm making 8 calls today. And she says, what a wuss. Here's the key word. She said, what a wuss. I said, hey, no woman going to call me a wuss. So I said, I'm doing 12. You need to have that motivation. So for any of you that are on this call and you heard people like Sid doing 50 and Nate doing 40 and Elgin doing the over 25 and Michael and Aria and Claudia, you probably should maybe get a hold of these people and find out what they're doing. If you want, contact Chris, my virtual assistant, and he'll get you the numbers for everybody. But guys, this is the time to pull together because 2025 is my year. I don't know about you, but you guys have a lot more years ahead than I do because I'm an old fart. But 2025 is going to be my year. Come hell or high water. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care what I have to, whatever. 2025 is my year. That's my commitment. So, all right, guys, we're not going to have a call next week. I love everybody who was on this call today. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're lost, plug in every morning here to all the winners. Believe me, we'll get you motivated and you'll feel like pulling your shirt off, going to a phone booth and change, but just do something today. Just do something. And if anybody wants to reach out to me, let me know. I thank everybody for being on the call. And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you,
Thank
Frank.
you. Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.